Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds, in the studio on a Tuesday morning. The Major League Baseball season officially starts this week, but in Japan, they got one of the games under the belt yet?
They're playing it right now. As a matter of fact, there are 2 games, and these games count. This is the official opening of the Major League Baseball season, but it's in Japan, and it's all by design by Major League Baseball, and that what that does is help to expand the fortunes, and the Major League Baseball folks are hoping to expand the monetary rewards as well to different parts of the country. Now, both the Cubs and the Dodgers have a number of Asian players, and of course, the leading Asian players on the Dodgers, that's Shohei Ohtani. So that's why they're playing these first 2 in Japan. Game is already underway in the 3rd inning, and the Cubs have a 1-0 lead. Miguel Amaya got an RBI double for the Cubs to get it started, but it's a long way to go, long season to go, and they'll play another game tomorrow. The Cubs are the home team today. The Dodgers will be the home team tomorrow.
It's awesome that it's back, and it's pretty cool for that country to see this right there in their own. But baseball is just a massive thing in Japan. So that means next week we get the regular season opening up here in the States.
A week from Thursday. It's not this Thursday, it's a week from Thursday. All the teams will play, including the Dodgers and Cubs. They'll be back in the continental United States by then. But everybody will play. Everybody opens up on the same day, March the 27th. Cardinals will host the Minnesota Twins up in St. Louis, and the Royals will take on the Cleveland Guardians in Kansas City. So both of the Missouri teams will play at home, and that'll be the opener. And then from there on in, it's baseball right up until the latter part of October, and hopefully with the Missouri teams involved in the postseason all the way into early November.
Last but not least, the Missouri State Baseball Bears already have their regular season going when they play again.
They play again today. They play an afternoon game on the road in Jonesboro, Arkansas, playing a very good Arkansas State team. Bears are coming off consecutive wins over Southern Illinois, Edwardsville, and they were good wins. The Bears finally got their bats going. It'll be a warm day in Arkansas, and that bodes well for the Bears, because the warmer it is, the more loose the batters are and the longer that ball goes. Anyway, the Bears play Arkansas State today, and then the Bears open the Missouri Valley season, their final season in the Valley, on Friday night. And they'll do so at Hammons Field hosting Bradley. Then it's a 3-game series, Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon, and a good chance for the Bears to right the ship and get off the league start with a very good start, because the Bears, in my opinion, are a very good team.
Before we get into it, who do you have winning the whole thing?
Duke.
You just made our GM a really happy man. I have Houston going all the way, but we'll see. Playing rounds begin tonight, right?
These are the play-in games, and there are 2 days worth of play-in games. There are 4 games. The first 2 are tonight and the next 2 tomorrow night. And they played them in Dayton, Ohio. Dayton wins the bid every year because they want them. They want these games there. These are teams that do not qualify for the top 64, but they do qualify for 68, the final 4 teams in there, or first 4 teams in there, because their conference championships are not very highly regarded. Alabama State will play St. Francis in the first game. Alabama State's the winner of the SWAC, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and St. Francis out of Loretta, Pennsylvania, is the winner of the Northeast Conference. Those 2 played the first game. The second game tonight is really, to me, very interesting. San Diego State, the Aztecs from Mountain West Conference, are playing North Carolina. That's right, this is North Carolina. This is Carolina Blue in a play-in game. The fabled North Carolina Tar Heels, winners of X number of national championships, a headline team, and they're in a play-in game. They're lucky to be there, because the fact that they are North Carolina got them in that playoff game. Anyway, that's tonight, San Diego State, North Carolina, and the winners of those 2 advance to the big tournament. There are 2 more play-in games coming up tomorrow night.
Lady Bears have a tournament of their own, not the NCAA tournament, but an also really badass tournament.
Called the WBIT. They've changed. It used to be the WNIT, but now the ladies wanted to call it the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament, so that's what it is for the second straight year. And yes, the Lady Bears are playing in it. They will host a first-round game. All these games, incidentally, are played on campus sites. and the Lady Bears will host Oral Roberts. That will be Thursday night here in town, and it's a 6:30 start. Oral Roberts is pretty good. They're from the Summit Conference. The Lady Bears, of course, did not win the Missouri Valley, but they were the co-champions of it. Didn't win the tournament title, however. So it'll be a game on Thursday night, more basketball here in town, and then from there on in, if the Lady Bears win, another game coming up all the way until the championships.
Well, speaking of championships, my alma mater is going to be fighting for one in Columbia here
They
pretty
will
soon, right?
indeed, and for the Class 6 schools, it all begins tomorrow. The Class 6 schools are first in the regimen this year. It's 4, 5, and 6. So the 6 schools get the first day, and that's tomorrow at noontime. Nixa will play Oak Park, and that's the boys' Class 6 semifinals. Nixa's pretty good. Oak Park from the Kansas City area is pretty good. And then at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, the Lady Chiefs, the Kickapoo Lady Chiefs, will take on Staley. Staley is a relatively new school in Kansas City. It's way up in the northern sector of the city, and they're pretty good. Their men's team especially has been solid, and evidently their women's team is as well. So those are the first 2 games involving area teams, and they will be tomorrow with the championships coming up on Thursday.
Ned, you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you on Wednesday.